Hi guys, so it's nearly Christmas. Got my Christmas tree up, take a look, there she is. And it's all its glory, some presents under there, wrapping paper over there. And just in the background, just behind the wrapping paper, is the Muso by Naim. So Naim is a top-end hi-fi company, and they are, we bought this one from our local Apple store for I think it was $8.95. That's pounds, UK pounds, Great British pound, whatever you want to call it. And we bought it to replace our Bang & Olufsen A8, which was a docking solution, also did AirPlay. This one is backed up with AirPlay as well as Bluetooth, doesn't have a docking solution. But we've made a way around that because obviously we'd like to charge our phones when we get home. Now I'm stood not next to the hi-fi because I wanted to kind of like just show off the space it can cover quite well. So I'm stood next to my Christmas tree, as you can see. If you can hear snorting in the background, that's the dogs. Say hello, Luka. Luka, hello. And say hello, Donnie. Hello, Donnie. Yeah, so it's a bit of noise going on in the background. That's those two, not me. So I'm going to press play on my phone and just kind of like running some royalty-free music through it. So see if we can get a bit of music coming out. Okay, I can use my volume buttons on my phone to turn it up a bit if I want. So the clarity is something that's important. I wanted something that would fill an area, but with high quality sound, it doesn't have to wipe out your senses. You should still be able to talk to people and still be able to hear yourself think. And I think you get that with premium sound. So we're going to take a little walk so you can get a feel for it. Yeah, so I'm going to take a walk into the kitchen. We're having a party tonight. So I'm going to walk all the way to the back. Yeah, so we're getting really good quality sound throughout the room. So, just going to turn it down a minute and we'll take a closer look. Mind you, I should introduce you to some of my friends. This is Don Papa rum, very good rum. It's nearly as good or as good as rum bullion, which is a very similar bottle to they're more famous for is their gin, and that company, and they do the bathtub gin, so that's a very good gin. But going back to rum, Diplomatico, very nice. Reserva, if you can get it. This is just a Diplomatico Reserva, if you can get it, get that one. Everyday drinking rum, Bacardi Red. Don't know how to say the bit in the middle there. Carta Fugo. It's a red spiced rum, so that's quite nice, very nice. If you're not a rum drinker, go for a bit of tin cup if you fancy a spirit. Perhaps this is a bourbon, so forget Jack Daniel's. Tin cup's the best, I think. One of the better ones anyway. Going back to gin, Plymouth gin, world famous Plymouth gin, very nice. And hard to beat Plymouth gin, but I think Tanqueray 10 if you're going to go anywhere else. Just these are everyday gins, I'm not going silly. I've got a nice Ferdinand gin under the counter, and that's very nice. You don't even need any mixers with it. If you're going to mix anything with gin, of course, we always go with the Mediterranean tonic water by Fever Tree. That's very good. See, we're having a party tonight. There may be people drinking gin and tonic. I'm going to stick to rum, I think. Anyway, so let's have a closer look at the Muso. Sorry for getting waylaid for you non-drinkers. Right, okay. So, nice solid feel. It's really quite heavy. it's really heavy to pick up. Right, so just have a look along the back here. You've got these grills along the back. Now that is to disperse heat, so it works as a big heat sink, as they call it. Now these are softer metal. I think these would easily bend, I would say. Obviously this is one of those things that you're going to put on the side. No one's going to be bending these unless you've got young children. I will also be careful. A word of warning to anybody who has young children is that these are a little bit sharp on your fingers. For man hands like mine, which are quite small anyway, but I would say that's not a problem. For babies' fingers, get them trapped. They could hurt, they could potentially scratch themselves on that. They wouldn't do anything serious damage. We got a nice brushed aluminium feel to this, brushed steel. It's non-reflective, as you can see, but what I like about it, it's not a fingerprint trap. We got the dial here, and for a closer look here, you can see the buttons. I think they're fairly self-explanatory, you know. So if you don't know what those are, I think the wrong target audience, I would say. This one may be hard to see. That's your input selector. It does the same as these two, I think. So it just switches between these. When you turn the dial, it replaces the inside, and you just get the lights going around showing you what the volume is, which is quite a cool feature. Everybody who comes in and sees this, one of the first things they do is come over and just touch it. It is very kind of like touchable. There's a nice warm glow underneath as well. I think that helps to its attraction, really. Other than that, it's quite a minimalist design, other than the kind of like front light here, which this is like a perspex, so it's got the Naim logo there, and this light's adjustable, so you can have many levels. I think we've got it on level 2 at the moment. So we got the perspex that runs along underneath, and you probably can't see it very well in this camera. You can probably see a bit of light there, but this black grill here is soft material, but there's like a wave coming up here. So I'm going to try to get it on camera so you can see it. So I'll turn the camera sideways a bit like that, and I'll take it over here, and maybe you can see it. Okay. So while we're over here, you'll see that we've got a headphone jack, and we've got a USB, and that's going out to a very short USB cable to a docking solution for the iPhone. And this is our go-to place for charging. Even if we're not listening to music, it will still charge the phone, so it's quite useful. So if you wanted to play music, you can't just put your phone on here and it'll play the music that you've got playing. So that's quite useful. Obviously it's got Bluetooth, it does AirPlay as well, and we've added this as like a docking solution. The sound quality, there is no sound quality difference between that and Bluetooth or AirPlay from what I can hear. I personally think this has got a very nice design. It's kind of got a retro feel to it, almost like an old radiogram feel, like maybe an early 70s, late 60s. There's definitely a nice solid build quality to it as well. So I give it a big thumbs up. I think it's a fantastic sound quality. You can see it fills this whole area. So you know, this is quite we're on the larger side for a house. You know, this is we're a semi-detached house. This is quite large. We haven't had any complaints from our neighbours yet, but we may do tonight after the party, you know, and normally I tend to invite them as well. So so I'm trying to do something a bit different. I like to keep it raw. I don't like to do a lot of editing. I don't speak fast. That's not the way I am. I'm not thick. So I'd just like to say, if you like the video, please like it. If you don't like it, please dislike it as well, so that I get a fair opinion over whether or not I'm doing a good job. If you want to see more of it, subscribe. So if my subscribers go up, then I'll do more videos. Okay, so without further ado, we better say goodbye to the dogs, haven't we? So they're asleep at the moment. Right, Don? Did I wake you up? Hey? Did I wake you up? Go and get your toy. Where's your toy? Go and get it. Ow! Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Okay, well, I'll say goodbye then. See you later.